I'm joined now by the Chief of the Saskatoon Police Service, Cam McBride. Good morning.
Good morning.
Going to talk about recruiting today. We've talked about this a little bit before, but last week you were down in Regina for the launch of a new provincial program, I understand, that aims to focus on recruiting new officers to the ranks.
I was in Regina and had a great opportunity to see the reveal of the provincial government's recruiting strategy. So it's a provincially driven strategy, but with an with a national focus. And so it really effectively draws the attention of the viewer of the video and of the material to the fact that police officers are your average person. In your community, and how important it is to realize that police, they're your hockey coach, but they're a police officer. They're your, dad with a family, but they're also a police officer. And it just draws that humanness and that connection to people, which I really love.
Okay. Do you think it will be effective? I mean, how does that translate to getting more people to give it a try?
I think what it does is it really opens the door to the idea of policing as a career and profession. We've definitely seen recruiting numbers decrease over the years. There are various reasons for that, but honestly, it's an opportunity to give back to your community, which may sound cliche, but it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And people really embrace that, and they can do it in a way that is interesting, that is cutting edge, that is not being confined to a desk. And there are so many great things about policing. We're looking after our members better and better all the time. Great wellness programs, great compensation. Am I selling it good enough?
Yeah, so far, pretty good. You sold me. Let's talk about representation. It is International Women's Day coming up this weekend. What is the female representation like in the ranks?
We are focused on recruiting in a way that represents our community well and proportionately. And so while we don't have a complement of women in police that equal the number of women in our community by percentage, we're definitely focused on identifying women who would be great at policing and trying to get them to come to our service. They do provide a uniqueness that I think was not there historically. Women think a little bit differently, and often they challenge our men to see things in a different and often better way. And so the more the better.
Let's talk about competition a little bit. We have a new policing service in the province, the Saskatchewan Marshals Service. Does that make the pool thinner? Is that difficult? Are you competing with maybe the Marshals and maybe the RCMP to lure people to the local force?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's some competition. The provincial recruiting focus includes all justice-related or policing-related services within Saskatchewan, including conservation and highways. So while we're competing against one another, we know that each type of policing environment provides something different. So depending on what an individual's interests are, whether they're wanting to relocate to other places or whether they just want to sink roots down and invest in their community, those are all considerations for people when they're thinking about policing as a career.
And I'm guessing that just getting more people interested in law enforcement as a whole is something that you support.
100%. I have thoroughly enjoyed my 30 years of policing. I can't see myself doing anything else, and I do it all over again.
All right, if people are interested, maybe let's tell them where they can go to get some info and maybe get started.
Well, because I'm biased, go straight to the Saskatoon Police Service website.
There you go.
And all your recruiting information is right there.
All right, that's all we need. Maybe you can work with this guy, Saskatoon Police Chief Cam McBride. Thank you so much.
Thank you.